cushions, blocks if you have them. Have it all at the ready. I'm just going to draw that curtain, sorry, 2 seconds. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, closing the eyes. I'm just starting to watch the breath as you draw it in and out of the body. So with a little control, we can lengthen the breath. Hi, Annabelle. So a little control, just lengthening the breath a little bit, feeling that nice deep stretch through the back of the body. And then on the exhale, just gently releasing the breath and squeezing the pelvic floor muscles, those lower muscles which are supporting all the internal organs. Just visualizing them squeezing and gently hugging in towards all those organs, giving them a nice gentle squeeze, feeling the strength as you push the breath out. Inhale, breath comes in. We're going to count to 5. Hold the breath in for 5. And then exhale, gently hug and lift for 5. Hold the breath out for 5. Inhale for 5. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhaling. Holding. Exhaling. Holding. Inhaling. Hold. Exhaling. Neck with the pelvic floor. Hold the breath out. Inhale for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 8. Hold the breath out. Inhale for 5. Hold. Exhale for 8. Hold the breath out. 2 more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold it out. Inhale, look up. Hold. Exhale, look down. 8. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and hold the breath out for 8. Inhale for 5, look up. Hold. Exhale for 8, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Hold for 8. Last one, inhale for 5. Holding. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale for 8. Hold the breath out. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Hug the navel in towards the spine. Lift up into the rib cage. Expand into the rib cage. 7, 8, and look up. Okay. You're going to take the hand out to the side and then just drop the ear down towards the side. So right ear to right shoulder, reaching away. And then over to the other side. Just take the hand out and stretch. Draw the opposite shoulder down and away. Drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder and breathe in there. And come back through. This time, take the hand a little further. Drop the ear down towards the shoulder. Draw the opposite shoulder away. And then slowly come down onto the fingertips, onto the heel of the hand, and slide the hand a little lower. And then inhale, start to sweep the left arm across the body. Lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Drop the left hip down and breathe in there. Good. Exhale, come up onto the fingertips, push into the fingertips and lift up. Inhale, interlock the fingers, look up, push the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades apart, look down, interlock the fingers, push the palms away from you. Breathe in here. And exhale, come back through, over to the other side. So take your hand down onto the fingertips, just lean in a little to start off with. And then really slowly start to slide the hand away from you, coming down onto the elbow, maybe not onto the elbow, just as far as you can, stretching out through the opposite hip, push the sitting bone down, and then reaching away from you, across the body with the right hand, and breathe. Spin the chest up a little towards the ceiling. And exhale, come back through. Inhale, lift the palms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, rotate. And see if we can do a little rotation all the way around so the palms are facing back up. Inhale, soften the elbows. Exhale. And again, inhale, soften the elbows, sweep the arms, the hands in. Look up this time, and then exhale, little twist. Take the chin down towards the chest. So remember, inhale, breath goes all the way into the belly, look up. Exhale. Hug the pelvic floor. Squeeze the chin in towards the chest, look down. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale. Soften the elbows, bring them in, bring the palms up, look up. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Nice, and come through. So if you're propped up here, just take yourself off your cushion, whatever you've got there, and bring the knees out in front and just hug the knees in a little. And then let them drop out to the side. And then sweep them over to the side and lean back into the fingertips and bring them up, round, and over to the other side. So lifting and dropping. Lift, push down through the feet, drop the knees over to the side. So your feet are still forward and the knees are just dropping over to the side. Lift up, so lean into the fingertips, sweep the knees over to the side, come up and take it over to the other side. So push the knees down, feel the rotation in the hip, inhale, exhale. Drop the knees as far as it feels comfortable. Shoulder blades are pushing towards each other, so the chest is lifted. And just keep that nice, gentle movement through the hips there. Push down through the sitting bones, so your hips aren't lifting, your hips are pushing down, and then you're rotating into the hip. And there we go. See if we can lift up, drop down. Lift up, drop down. This time lift up. Hug the knees in. Hug the chest up and in. Wrap the hands underneath the knees and just draw yourself into a little ball. So chest towards the thighs and hold it there. Nice. Take the feet down. We're going to slowly roll down through the spine. So keep a little bit, keep the strength in the core so that you can come back up. Inhale. We're not going to go all the way down. Push down through the feet. Exhale. And again, inhale. Try not to lower yourself all the way down. Exhale. Keep going. We're going to do 3 more. Push the feet into the floor and use your core to lift you. 2, last one. Inhale, lift up. Reach up, up, up. Exhale. All the way down. Inhale, knees hug in towards the chest. Exhale, release. Just give the feet, the ankles a little circling. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then take both legs up towards the ceiling. Knees can be bent for this one. We don't want to have too much straightness. Don't want to lock the knees out. Hands come behind the head. Inhale. Just really to connect with our core. Just find that strength. Exhale. Hold it for 3 breaths. And roll down. Make a little triangle with the hands. Place it underneath the base of the spine. And we're just going to lower the legs down halfway. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring them back up. I'm going to take 10 rounds. Inhale. Drop them down to where it feels comfortable. Exhale. So you can feel your core is engaged and you're not moving in the lower back. There's no pain. There's no compression in the lower back. 4. Good. Drop the feet out towards the edges of the mat. Let the knees drop in towards each other. So the knees are touching. Take the hands onto the belly and just take a nice big breath into the belly. And exhale. Exhale out through the mouth, sigh. And again, one more inhale. Exhale. Okay. 3 rolls to come up onto our hands and knees. And we'll massage through the spine. Push down. Step back. Take the knees down. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale onto the forearms. Exhale, roll through the spine. Inhale, sliding back, just waking the spine up. Exhale. And again, one more. Moving into cat. Inhale, arch the back, look up. Exhale. Round through the spine. Angry cat. Inhale, happy cat. Arching the back, look up. Exhale. Softening into the elbows, push up into that space in between the shoulder blades. Last one. Exhale. Okay. We're going to rotate around the shoulders. So we just do that by going anti-clockwise. We draw back with the chest, come up and around, and then drop down. So the hands, the arms stay where they are, and we kind of working our way just around the shoulders, dropping the chest forward, lifting it up, pushing into the point in between the shoulder blades. 3. So it's just a small little circle around the shoulders. 2. Last one. Just isolating the shoulders. Okay, now into the sides of the body. So back to our barrel movement. 3, 2. Let the whole spine move with this one. 1, anti-clockwise, lifting up, dropping down. 3, 2, 1. Now see if we can isolate the hips. 3, 2, clockwise, 1, and anti-clockwise. Isolate the hips. Okay. Inhale, slide the chest forward. So we're arching the back. We're going to open up through the right hand side and then thread the right arm underneath the left arm, come down onto the right shoulder. And then reach the left arm, just gently walk it over the head. So the hips are facing up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to take the left arm, see if we can bring it up and cross it over the hips to the right hip. Three nice deep breaths in here. So see if you feel nice and comfortable. See if you can stretch the left leg back. So the left arm is opening up. See if you can stretch the left leg back. And then maybe even find some balance here to lift it. and then open the hip up. So you're flexing the foot and pointing the toes out to the side. Maybe that's not available today, that's fine, but there's a lot of stretching going in and around the shoulders there. A little bit of pressure into the right shoulder. Okay, and take it down. Inhale, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, and then slowly work it back through and release the right arm, the right shoulder. Okay, take the knees nice and wide. Take the arms to the front of the hands to the front of the mat, and slide the chest down towards the mat, placing the chin on the mat if you can, or if you've got a block, you can just place the forehead on the block. It's really up to you, but if you can get your chin down there, see if you can really send the chest a little lower, hips a little higher, and see if you can feel that lovely opening in the shoulders. 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Keep the hands forward. Bring the knees back underneath the hips. And we're going to do the same to the opposite side. So just drop the chest a little bit to start off with. Inhale, open up through the left. Exhale, slide the left shoulder underneath. And walk the right hand to the front of the mat, over the head, and just find your comfy place there where you can feel and now just see if you can find the balance in the body to step, slide the right leg back. And use the balance, so your foundation pushing down through the back of the left arm and the right hand, the left knee, to raise the right leg. And then possibly to even flex a foot and point the toe out to the side. Nice little balance. Lots going on in the shoulders. Good, and exhale it down. Slowly work your way back. So drop the right knee down, slide the hips back, release the arms. Tuck the toes, sit back on the toes. And then inhale, draw both shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. And then bring them back up and round and down. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. And then take the palms, place the palms together, place the palms, the back of the neck, slide them around the back of the neck and supporting the back of the head and the neck. Inhale, look up. Exhale, gently, gently start to take the hands to the back of the head, the crown of the head, and tuck the chin in towards the chest, but don't put any pressure on the head, just a gentle guiding to stretch out those neck muscles in the back. So you're holding your head, you're supporting your head, and then come back through. We're going to slide onto our forearms and step back into a low plank. And then you can either drop your knees or see if you can come straight up into high plank, into downward facing dog. Start to walk the dog, push down through the heels, bend opposite knees, and stretch out the back of the legs and the hamstrings. And just feel in and around the neck, let the head completely hang. So there's no holding, there's no tension, just listen to my voice, try not to look. And just keep pushing down through the heels, getting that lovely deep stretching through downward facing dog. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Exhale, wave through the spine. Drop down onto the knees, the thighs, the pubic bone. Slide the chest forward as much as you can. Gently lower yourself down onto the mat, nice and controlled. Inhale, release the sitting bones. Exhale, engage. And we come up into cobra. Slide the hips to the heels onto the forearms. Inhale. Exhale, roll through the spine into plank, into down dog. Another little stretch through the back of the legs, back of the knees. And then we're going to come up onto the toes, roll up onto the toes, push into the toe joints, and then roll back down through the feet, down to the heels if you can. And then one more, inhale up, stretch it out. Exhale, take it back through. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. We're going to take one more roll all the way through. Drop the knees. Pubic bone and hips, belly, rib cage, chest. And when you're down there, just rock through the hips. Push down through the top of the feet. Inhale to cobra. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come up onto the fingertips. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Wrap the hands around the back of the legs. Let the head drop, hang for a moment. So the knees are bent. The hips are back. And I'm going to see if we can, without falling over, come up onto the toes. Push down through the toes. Lift the heels off the floor. Keep the focus on the breath. And then exhale. Lots of control here. Roll through the feet to the heels. One more. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Really trying to get lots of movement into the feet at the moment. Keep those feet nice and supple. Exhale, lots of control. Inhale, come all the way up. Sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands back out into plank. Drop yourself down into low plank. So just remember to squeeze the upper arms together so that you've got that energy drawing towards your center. And then on the exhale, see if we can lift the hips. So just take 1 or 2 steps forward and start to lift the hips. Again, just let the head go. And we're going to push down through the heels. They're not going to touch the floor here, more than likely, just stretching out the back of the legs. Pushing up into the shoulders and into that space in between the shoulder blades. And again. Okay, drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Slide the hips to the heels. Few breaths. And on the exhale, come back onto the forearms. Step back into low plank. And lift the hips. We're going to see if we can lift the right hip up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hip, and then exhale. We're going to start to bring that right leg down to the side. Tap it down and bring it up. Inhale, lift the hip, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, drop the hip back down, and then we're going to bring it down to the side. So we're just tapping down somewhere the side and come back. Good, and drop it down. Take the knees down, untuck the toes, send the hips back towards the heels and stretch out the arms. Good, exhale, come through. So we're going to do the same to the other side. Step back into plank, up into dolphin. So only, it doesn't need to be much of a lift, but you just want to get those hips pointing up. Inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then exhale, just gently take that left leg down to the side, tap it out, and come back through. Inhale, lift it up, open the hip, exhale. Drop it down to the side. It's a lot in the shoulders, I know it is, and come back through. Take the knees down, sweep the arms behind you, interlock the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and take the forehead onto the mat. And we are slowly going to come up. Inhale, reach up. Shake out the wrists. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Shake it up. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Step back into plank. And up into downward facing dog. Gently sway the hips from side to side, get a little movement in there, and then we're going to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Ball of the left foot. Bend and soften, hug the knee in. Rotate, lift the knee up to the side, and take it all the way back through. So we're going to take 3 circles into the right hip. Clockwise. And then anti-clockwise. 3, 2, and step it through. Find your balance, push into the feet, inhale, roll up. Sweep the arms all the way up. Take hold of the right wrist, and we're just going to lean over to the left-hand side. So try and keep the hips facing forward, and if you're losing balance a little bit, just heel toe that right foot out to the right-hand side. Good. Exhale, come back through. We're going to drop the left heel, the left foot down towards the floor and work our way into Warrior Two. Inhale, sweep the right arm to the back of the room, open the right hand side. On the exhale, Straighten the right leg first, and then exhale, keep the hips where they are. Trikonasana. Come back into the right knee, back into warrior two. Get a little stronger, a little deeper in warrior two. Inhale, right arm sweeps to the back of the room, over the head, hold it there. And then see if we can take the left hand behind the back, behind onto the lower back, and all the way over to the right leg or the right hip. Just place it there. You're drawing the left shoulder down, reaching away with the right, 3 breaths. On the exhale, come all the way down. So your choice, either right elbow to right knee, or if you've got a block, you can use your block and come all the way down onto the block or down onto the floor, extend out through the left-hand side. Rotate that left shoulder, bend the left elbow, drop the left hand down onto the glute, open the shoulder up, look up. So really aware of the right foot, the right knee directly over the right ankle, look up at the ceiling, draw that left shoulder back, and slowly come through. Left hand comes through, swivel the left foot forward, take both hands down, support yourself, left knee comes down, inhale, half splits. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale comes through, left hand to right big toe, and just open it up to the opposite side, right hand side. Good, exhale. Back of the room, both hands on the mat. Sweep the right foot to the back of the room and drop hips, knees, pubic bone and hips. Lower yourself down really slowly. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage, lift and down. Release. This time, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. So just make sure that the hands, the fingers are spread out as wide as you can. You're really using the full surface area of the hands to support you. Come up onto the toes. Roll down through the heels. Pick yourself up off the heel of the hand onto the fingers, and then up onto the toes. And then roll down back onto the heel of the hand, back onto the heel of the foot. Inhale, lift the left leg. Ball of the right foot. Bend and soften, hug the left knee in and up. We're going to rotate into the left hip. 3, 2, keep the elbows nice and soft. 1, and other way. 3, 2, really experience everything that's going on in the hip right now. It's opening up, rotating, coming through. Sweep the left knee in and up towards the chest, and then exhale, step it through. Find the foundation, inhale to prepare. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. So just make any adjustments you need to make for warrior two. Make sure that that foot is underneath the knee, the ankle is underneath the knee, and then extend. No, sorry, come back through. You need to lean first. Take hold of the left wrist with the right hand and just extend through the left-hand side. And if you need to heel toe that left foot out to the side, then do that. Really opening up into the left-hand side. And the hips are forward. So that right hip, make sure that the right hip and the left hip feel like they are pointing evenly forward. That the left hip isn't in front of the right hip. Maybe just take your hand onto the right hip, push it in, and then find the pose again. One more breath. Exhale, warrior two. Lots of strength. Inhale. Sweep the left arm across the body. Open it up. Exhale. Straighten the front leg. Keep the hips where they are. Warrior two. Trikonasana. Good. Soften back into the left knee. Drop down a little deeper into your warrior two. Dig deep. Find the warrior in you. Inhale, sweep the left arm across. Really pushing into the feet now. Extending. See if we can take the right arm across the back and somehow bring it in somewhere around the left glute. Doesn't matter where we are. Just moving in the shoulders really here. That's drawing the right shoulder down and away, opening up the left-hand side. And then on the exhale, left elbow to left knee, maybe if that works for you, or if you have a block. Bring your block in by your foot. Place the hand on the foot and open it up. So use the breath just to feel around inside the pose to guide you, whether you need to back off or you can drop in a little deeper. And then exhale. Both hands come down, right foot swivels forward, right knee down, half splits. And then we come through, right hand comes to the left big toe and come over to the other side. Exhale. Both hands come down. Slide the left foot to the back. Take both knees down. Take both knees nice and wide this time. Feet a little wide as well. And then sink the hips down towards the heels. Just gently on the knees here. Just feel around. Make sure there's not too much stretching going on around the knees. If there is, bring the feet in a little bit more towards each other. Stretch the hands out to the corners of the mat and take the chin down towards the chest. I mean, sorry, to the mat. And come through. So slide the hands back underneath the shoulders, push up into plank, into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Walk the hands back towards the feet. So we're in a nice supported pose here. And then we're just going to keep opening the right hip up. Bend the knee. And then exhale, drop it down. So the left knee can be bent here. Inhale, push into the left foot. Lift the right hip, open it up. And then exhale, lower it down. So you can feel that movement. One more inhale, push and lift. And then on the exhale, drop it down. Stretch out the leg and see if we can bring it in to the side. Tap it down, lift it up, and take it back. Push into the fingertips. It's tough. Bring the right foot down, bend the knees, hands reach behind the knees, soften down, inhale, exhale, roll up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, half lift. Feel the length in the spine. Hold the breath in. Exhale. Good. Walk the hands out in front. Step back into plank. Take the knees down, pubic bone and hips nice and slowly. Front of the body rolls onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale, cobra. Upward facing dog, push, downward facing dog, lift. Left hand side lift. Walk the hands halfway back towards the feet, come up onto the fingertips. We're going to lift the left hip up, inhale, bend the knee, open the hip up, stretch it out, enjoy the stretch, exhale, lower it down. Lift, bend the knee, open it up, exhale. And soften into the right knee, push into the right foot, inhale, lift the left hip, exhale it down. And again, last one. Stretch out the left leg, push it up towards the ceiling. Much as you can, flex the foot, bring it down to the side. Touch it down. So just to the side as much as you can, lift it up, send it back. Nice, bring it in. Bend both knees, wrap the hands around the back of the knees. And slowly come up. Nice. Okay, release the shoulders. Bring the feet just slightly hip width apart, and we're just gonna twist. Just little bend in the knees, and just let the arms lift up and out, and just tap it out. At the head, swing with the movement. If you've got a block, you can place your block in here just to keep that awareness of squeezing in and up. Speed it up. So the weight of the arms lifting and falling. Okay, stay with the block in between the legs if you have one. Otherwise, just facing forward into chair pose. Sweep the arms behind you, interlock the hands. Keep squeezing the legs towards each other. See if you can squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back and open the shoulders. Draw them away from you and down. Inhale, send the hips down and back, squeeze the legs together. Look like you're starting for a swimming race, standing on the podium. Exhale, release back into chair pose. Sweep it all the way through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Exhale. Back of the room. Interlock the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Send the hips back. Knees stay over the ankles. Squeeze the legs together. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So just running the weight through to the toes and then back to the heels. So finding the balance in forward fold. Push into the toes, back into the heels. Into the toes, back to the heels. This time, come up onto the toes, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale. Heels come down, inhale, breath of freedom. Exhale, fold. Release the block, take the hands down, step away into plank. Push down through the left foot, lift the right leg. Make sure that the hands are underneath. And we're going to bring that right leg, twist it or open it, draw the line to the side, drop it down, drop the left knee down, and come up. Inhale. So we're in gate pose. Inhale, reach up. Take hold of the left wrist. Exhale. And come back through. Bring the palms of the hands to the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Release the hands. Come back through. Lift up with the right leg. Take it to the back of the room. Or to the back. Sorry, I don't know where you are. Okay, take knees nice and wide. Bring the feet together. Sit back on the feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, goalposts. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. Interlock the fingers, draw them apart, and come down. Knees come back in, step back into plank. Over to the left-hand side, lift the left leg. We're going to flex the foot, turn it out to the side, and then draw a line all the way over to the left-hand side. See if you can keep the leg lifted. Drop it down. Take the right knee down. Make sure you feel nice and comfortable. Push the left foot all the way down onto the mat so the pinky toe side is down. Come up. Inhale, reach it up. Take hold of the right wrist and stretch out. Come back through. Bring the palms together at the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Release the hands. Lift the left leg. Send it to the back. Drop the left foot down. Walk the right leg to meet it. Drop down onto your forearms. Walk up into dolphin. Bend the right knee, push down through the left heel. Over to the other side. And again, one more, really go for it, extend. And other side. Good, drop the knees. Cross the feet behind you, hop yourself over. Take the legs out in front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale, slowly come back through. We're going to lift the right foot up and bring it in. Just gently cradle the right foot in towards the chest. Push down through the sitting bones, lengthen the spine. Take the right hand underneath and draw that leg in towards you. Now place it down across the left leg. Release the right arm. We're going to sweep the right shoulder forward and see if you can wrap it around. If you can't, just take the elbow to the knee and then twist from there. So that is a lovely twist into the spine. If it feels good, you can lean in, reach away with the right arm and then wrap it behind, and then see if we can link up. Follow the breath. And release. Over to the other side. Lift the left foot up. See how it feels. Wrap the left arm underneath the calf and then gently hug the foot in towards you. Sit up nice and straight. Careful of the knee. And place it down. So up to you whether you want to just bring the elbow in towards the knee or whether you want to go for a bind where you're going to twist. So you can take the left hand onto the shoulder, really twist into the body first, then lean in, then wrap it around, and then rotate the right shoulder in, soften at the elbow, reach behind, link up if it feels good, and then extend. So keep the twist. On the next exhale, slowly release. Take both legs out in front, bend the knees. Inhale, lean in, exhale with control, slowly coming down. Very slowly. Bring the arms down alongside the body, bring the feet up towards the buttocks. Palms are facing up. Lift up into bridge. See if you can interlock the fingers underneath you. See if you can walk the feet a little closer to the buttocks so that your hands might be able to take hold of the ankles. On the next exhale, come up onto the toes and then roll. Release the shoulder blades so you can find that little sweet spot in between the shoulder blades, and then lower the spine down onto the floor. Nice and gently, really nice and gently. Hug the knees in, draw them down towards the chest, and take 3 breaths in here. Okay, so we're going to do a little shoulder stand plow if you want to finish. If you don't, you can start to work your way into Shavasana. If you do want to, let's get a little shoulder stand in there. Doing lots of work on shoulders, lots of work on hips at the moment. Shoulders and hips for me. Tuck the buttocks in. Try and reach up nice and straight. And then if it feels good, lower the legs down. Just to where you feel comfortable. So still morning, we're not going to get as far as we would in an evening stretch. So the legs maybe don't touch the floor, that's totally fine. Maybe hugging yourself into a little ball. Wrap the hands around the ankles. 5 breaths. Okay, back into plow. See if we can sweep the right leg up. Meet it with the left leg, support the hips, roll down through the spine. Take the feet to the edges of the mat, and then just windscreen wiper the knees out to the sides, and just having goalposts with the arms. Look straight up at the ceiling. Good. Hug the knees in one more time. Give yourself a big hug. Well done for showing up. Exhale. Stretch out the legs. Get anything you need nice and warm for the relaxation meditation. Close the eyes. And start to follow the breath. All the way down to the belly. And then back out again. The sensation of the physical body, the sensation of the emotional body, the energetic body. Listen to the breath. And then staying with the sense of sound, just taking in all the other sounds around you. So maybe it's very quiet, and maybe you've got the birds tweeting in the background. Just soak it all up, the present moment of sound, of energetic vibration in and out of your ears. Taking the awareness to the breath coming in and out through the nose. The sensation inside of the mouth, the lips, the tongue. And all the muscles in the face. And the back of the head and the back of the neck. And maybe just being aware of the Ujjayi breath here as you push the breath or visualize pushing the breath out through the throat. Just gently. So moving down into the shoulders. Shoulders and the neck have had loads of work today. Loads of stretching and strengthening. Just soften in there, tune in, see how they feel. Were you aware of any tightness in your shoulders, or do your shoulders feel great? And then into the lungs. And the solar plexus, just below the navel. And if you can, just visualizing a lovely glowing light at the solar plexus, at the navel, like a bright, warm, bright light spinning at the solar plexus. And as it's spinning, it's sending out energy all through the rest of the body. Light is spinning off in all directions and just filling the whole of the body with that warm glow. And that is your internal fire. You want to keep that internal fire burning. We need to keep feeding it with positive thoughts, with feelings of gratitude and love and light. Right into your center. And then moving out to the hips. So lots of rotations in the hips today. Feel that warmth. Send your hips some loving, warm light energy. Just feel it dissolving all in and around the hips as they soften out towards the mat, soften down. Kind of like warm liquid honey running through the body. And down through the legs. And the knees. And the back of the knees. And just remind yourself, you are the bee's knees. You are the best, unique individual and absolutely wonderful. And despite everything that is going on at the moment, being on this planet is a complete pleasure and a complete joy. And we have so much to be grateful for. And it's keeping that attitude of gratitude flowing the whole time. Moving down into the ankles and into the feet. The whole body, the sensation of the whole body. It's so simple, but just is such a great way of just touching in with yourself, just lying and acknowledging all those different sensations going on in the body, connecting in. That everything we need right here, right now, is inside of us. And just a few more moments, soaking it up. So use that internal light, that internal fire. You really need to use that to get us through these last few months of winter. We have to pull on all our resources, make them stronger, nourish our bodies intelligently, nourish our minds intelligently. Reach out and connect with loved ones, even if it is only virtually for now. Just keep those connections going. They will come back soon. Keep calling, keep reaching, keep talking to people. Don't cut yourself off. Strengthen the bond with yourself. And just sealing your practice now with an affirmation of your choice. Bring some movement into your hands and feet, your fingers and toes. Hug the knees into the chest. Roll over onto your side. And slowly sitting up.